A sandy beach flanked by turquoise sea and a vast carpet of lush green foliage. Photographs appear of a baby with a toy butterfly, then a young girl feeding a real butterfly. Now a young woman, the same person, talks in a voice call. On-screen text reads, Clover Hogan, founder, Force of Nature.
I had the privilege of being in nature all the time as I was growing up and really not seeing nature as separate from myself. When I started to learn about just what we were doing to our planet, when I learned about what we were doing to these last precious ecosystems, it felt like I was losing part of myself.
Excavators lift up felled trees and piles of earth in the middle of a rainforest destroyed by deforestation.
I sat there as an 11-year-old girl staring at these images of million-year-old forests being bulldozed. It really triggered something in me where I said, okay, well, I want to commit myself to being a voice for the voiceless, and I want to be an environmentalist for the rest of my life.
In mobile phone footage, people are captured sheltering from a ferocious typhoon, then a waterlogged town's filmed from a rooftop. Another young woman then speaks on a voice call. On-screen text reads, Mitzi Jonelle Tan, Youth Advocates for Climate Action, Philippines.
I was on my way home when that fourth typhoon hit, and my mom called me up and said, don't come home because the roads to our house are already flooded. I didn't know if I had a home to come home to. We were listening to a battery-powered radio to try to hear if our city was submerged completely.
Aerial footage of a town destroyed by a typhoon.
I'm 23, so I was basically born into the climate crisis. When people know and learn about climate change, you don't question its existence because we see it every day.
Fire ripping through woodland, then a lone helicopter spraying water over acres of blazing trees. Clover speaks on a video call.
In November of 2019, I saw these horrifying images of my country being engulfed in flames. When I experienced this despair and grief, I felt that that was a personal failure. I thought, I haven't worked hard enough. I haven't tried hard enough to stop this crisis. In that moment, I decided, okay, well, I want to understand the role of mindset. I want to understand why we shut down, and I want to understand how we can use those feelings that I'd experienced from the age of 11, the eco-anxiety, how we could use them to actually catalyze people to step up rather than shut down.
Text reads, in August 2021, the global scientific community came together and published the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC report. Clover talks to Mitzi.
Hey, Mitzi, are you there?
Hey, Clover, how are you?
Hi, it's so good to see you. I'm doing really, really well. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's been too long. I feel like, so much has happened in the past few months, although it has only been the past few months, but there's quite a lot happening.
3 videos appear side by side. One of firefighters tackling a blaze caused by wildfire, one of rising floodwaters surrounding traffic, one of trees violently thrashing around in severe gusts of wind.
I think what became really clear to me with the IPCC report, and the thing that has stuck with me, climate scientists are telling us there is basically a 50-50 chance of being able to avoid the worst climate tipping points.
A red banner on a bridge that reads, "There is no planet B," then footage of young people attending climate protests around the world.
To me, it just clicks that this is the latest wave of revolutions, and we're just going to keep continuing fighting for a better future. And it will be hard, and it will be long, and so you have to find your community, and you have to base your activism. I would do it from love. That doesn't mean that you don't get angry, or you don't get sad, or you don't get afraid, but my reason why I'm angry, my reason why I'm sad, my reason why I'm afraid is because of that love for the people and the planet and this community.
Each of us has a problem, whether that is food waste or fast fashion. We all have a problem that ignites something within us. Impact really comes from focus. What we need more than ever are people putting up their hands and saying, that's the thing that I'm going to take action on.
On the left-hand side, a narrow blue rectangle displays the credits, alongside an image of a crushed neon yellow plastic bottle. Film, Bussy MacDonald, Nick Callery, Caroline Clark, Sophie Robinson, Danny Finn, Adrian Charles. With thanks to Clover Hogan, Mitzi Jonelle Tan, Archive, The New York Times, Pond 5, Shutterstock, Studia Panulis. On the right-hand side is the Natural History Museum logo, consisting of the words Natural History Museum, displayed in a column flanked by a large letter N on the left. Text at the bottom reads, "Copyright owned by the trustees of the Natural History Museum, London."